Hello everybody, welcome to Cozy Gaming Studio. This is GoodVibesSimmin. And thank you for joining me this afternoon. If you are tuning in. This is a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. This is only going to be a short follow-up video. And basically, as you can hear in the background, we will be playing a short episode of Lakeburg Legacies. As you know, a previous version. In the previous episode, we started out. In the first episode, we started out with our family, and I think we ended in year 19. So our village already went through 19 years. So we're going to be picking up where this left off. So I'm going to bring the screen over. And there we go. We've got Lakeburg Legacies brought up. And of course we are continuing with the endless gameplay. And we do know that this game is no longer being supported, as you all know. But I like playing generation games, and this is why I ended up starting this again. It's because I like playing the generational game through, just like The Sims 4 or The Echoes of the Plum Grove. Kinseed, games like that actually give you the ability to play through generations. It gives you the family trees and all of that. So normally I have been scripting my intros and my outros. But I just wanted to be a little bit more non-scriptive today, since this is not going to be a long playthrough. We'll probably do maybe 30 minutes or so we'll do for this playthrough. So I just wanted to let you all know that. And again, thanks. I want to say thank you to my subscribers as well. You are all greatly appreciated. You bring life to the channel. And hopefully after a while, hopefully our community will grow as I continue putting out content. And as always, I just want to let you know that if there is something that you want me to play, a cozy game that you want me to play, just make sure, just leave a quick comment in the video section, because they will be all looked at, and all your comments will be taken into consideration. And just to let you know that if anybody does leave me a comment on a game to play on our channel, we will take all of the suggestions, and we can actually make a poll out of all the suggestions as well. So that that gives us a little bit of a incentive to maybe think up a cozy game. And if I can find it, or if I can get it, I most definitely will. So without further ado, we are going to open up our save. Now, let's see. Okay, year 19. So the last time that we played this, we played on April 19th. So So it looks like the prestige of our village is 733. We have 19 villagers, and we have 7 out of 36 buildings. So we're still in the building phase, even after 19 years. And as you can see, the game an endless mode with no time limit, and it's still experimental. It has not been fully tested. And as we know, thanks to the developers in abandoning this game, it's going to be forever not tested. But I will say that, as you can see, my most saved game that I have done, I've been up to 147 years. And the last time I played this save file was in 2024. But I don't intend to get rid of this save because, like I said, I spent, there's 147 years there. And there's a lot of villagers and a lot of family trees. And I may take a video. I may do a video to show you just exactly some of my gameplay in this, just as a tutorial type of thing. But without further ado, let's get into finishing up year 19. So let's do it. All right. So here we go. I hope everybody can hear me. I hope you can hear me. I've just got a brand new mic, so it's taken time to get it adjusted and all of that stuff. So I hope you can hear me. Okay, so let's go into okay, our time is paused right now, so let's go into our houses for a second and let's just get a rundown on who we have. Okay, so in our first house we've got our lesbian couple, Guinevere and Peltrude, and they have got one child. And he is a newborn, Alfie Storman. So in this game, whoever is the head of the household, the child gets that parent's name. That's the only thing that I wish there's so many things that the developers could have done with this game before abandoning it. And I don't know if anybody has come up with mods. I mean, if I could mod a game like this, I would be the first one to do it. Because there's so many improvements that you can make, like have this person take the name of this person and so forth, and then revert back to their single name after a divorce, or after they've been widowed or widowed. Listen to me. Anyway, this also tells us that the head of our household is a farmer, and also her wife is a farmer too, and her last name is McDonald. Now, just to let you know that for future reference, I have come across the incest aspect in this game as well. It is possible. Because as you get over through the generations, there's no limit on how old your the parents are in this game. They can be elders and still have children. So that's where the iffy family trees come in. And it happened to me a lot in my endless game of 147 years. So, and we've already had couple of people already die in this, I believe. So in our next household, we have a gay couple, Otto and Hildbald, and they have a son called Damas. And let's unlock the ability because their son's already 14 years old. So we got to give them maybe one more child. So, but we can control the amount of kids they have, depending on if we want them to have a full house or not. So he is a lumberjack, and his husband is a miner. And then we have our next relationship. We have Catalina Bell. She is 38, and her husband is Valerian, and he is Valerian Alton, and he is 35, and he's a hunter. And they have one child, Estrin, and she is 3. Now, we can also, I'm just going to click on her for a second. We can also customize. We do have the ability for customization. We can actually customize their portraits. I didn't show that in the first one, but we can actually change their hair. We can change their eye color, things like that. Let's actually, let's change her eyes a little bit. We wanna take the, yeah, let's make her so that she doesn't have, but she's a hunter though, right? So it probably is better that she stays the same. Anyway, but there is the ability to change, and you can also change their name as well if wanted to. But she is a hunter. So if you click on their portraits, as you can see, the family tree shows her parents, and if you click on each one of them, he doesn't have any parents because, of course, this is only the first generation. So they're beginning the game. So this is one of the life traits, young parent. Now, as you can see on this side here, you see partner, and then you have ex. So if they happen to divorce, if he was to divorce her, she would be in this panel over here, and all of their children are here. If you click on her, the same thing. He would be over here. Now this is relationships. So this is where this one is iffy, because now this is our third family. Now she's married. Okay, so Valerian is her husband, but now she's also in a relationship with Otto. As you can see by this, she's committing adultery with Otto. And she is friends. She's got a sort of a friendship with Hildbald, but they're only at level 1 of their friendship. Now, they are at level 1 of their crush, but they can also become even more. She's only got an average relationship with her husband, so maybe that's why she ended up having an affair. And then this gives us all of their life stats. Now we gotta keep up. They don't have their meat consumption, so we've got to bring up their essentials, because right now they're getting their essentials here, but they're not getting their essentials for their bread and their meat. So that's going to be the next thing that we're going to have to do, is do a bakery. Now we have Drogo and we have Sephron. So we have another gay couple. If we go into their child is 9, their son Randolph is 9, and he is an apprentice farmer. So when they reach a certain age, they can actually become an apprentice for future for a future job. Now these shows the traits. These are genetic traits, but unfortunately with the gay characters, they adopt their children, so you probably won't see any genetic traits there. But he does have the devout trait. I don't think I've seen genetic traits. Now, he's got a bad relationship with her. The affinity is only 34%, but she is his mentor. And this shows how much of a good relationship he has with each parent. See, this is where they get this wrong, because they have perfect match and they have good and bad, and that's just not. See, that's the only thing that I don't like, that they didn't really get this game fleshed out enough. So that's the only thing that I don't like about that. But at least they have these symbols up here so that you at least know that they're family, and you can pretty much ignore this part here when it comes to parents and children. So, and we can actually unlock that one too. So let's unlock that one for now. Then we have John and we have Emma. And they are, let's see, what do they have? So there's lots of relationships going on here. Now we have another infidelity relationship. She's married to John, but she is having a relationship with Sephron. And they are now at level 2 in their relationship. So, but she has a good relationship with her child. Her child is loved one, and they're at level 2. So Hermione, and she has a very good relationship with Hermione. Now, of course, she is mentoring Randolph, as we know. She does not have a very good, she only has a level 1 with Randolph. And the sword actually means that she has a dislike of Guinevere and a dislike of Drogo. So she dislikes Guinevere, but she considers Drogo insignificant. She's very she's very snobbish. Like she's romantic, but she's obstinate, and she's also a glutton. So she's very obstinate. So basically, the village is not getting their meat needs met. But now, this is the funny part about it. She's keeping up a good relationship with her husband because they're at full romantic bars. Even though she's having a relationship with someone else. And don't think they've been married. So they've just basically started. Then we have, oh, okay, so Sybil is in the process of having a baby. Now if we check on relationships here, okay, so their child arrives in 74 days, and she is a lumberjack. Okay, so we're back to the families again. All right. But we did have, I'm trying to think of who did we have that, no, there was one that we had, was it Hillbald? We had one, is it Separate? No. Okay, so we did have one that, we had one that died, so I'm not sure. No. So, John. No. Because, see, that partner would be right there. I thought for sure that we had a partner that died. We did. Okay, Oliver. So the first death came with Yvonne. He had just married Yvonne. And she died. Now, Yvonne was married to Henry first. And Henry died. So when Henry died, Yvonne married Oliver. And Yvonne died at 38. So they had just only been married for a short time. And so we've had two characters die already, and that was Yvonne and Henry. So here, as you can see, she is here. So his current partner is Sybil, and his previous wife was Yvonne, and he was the second husband of Yvonne. So now, let's see. Okay, so let's go back to the village. And we need to... Okay, so we need to increase... Do we have homeless? We don't have any homeless. Okay. So, Hunter's cabin. So let's increase our... So in order to increase our efficiency for meat, so we can increase our efficiency for leather. So let's upgrade our leather. Okay. So, all right. So let's close. Snowball Lindbergh couldn't find enough food to survive. Deficiencies, weight loss, and a general weakness finally got the better of this unfortunate villager who couldn't receive adequate help in time. May he rest in peace. And we were only on pause. So that was Otto's husband. So okay. Oh, who was our baby born? Okay, so we're gonna barter. So let's barter, and we need to recruit another hunter. So let's do a hunter. Mason or fisherman. Okay, so innkeeper, taster, fisherman, lady of the evening, lumberjack, mason. Oh, we've got a mentorless student. Why is this student mentorless? So over the past few weeks, Lakeburg received an increased amount of graffiti. Most of it was tasteful and intricately calligraphed, displaying cheeky poems charged with some youthful spirit. And with an undeniable artistic quality, some people believe that John and Oliver, both students in Illuminations, are behind this creative misdeed. Formalize this new form of art. So we can actually do two different outcomes: morale and villagers. 10% in a group of villagers and plus 10%. John, Martin, and Oliver. Let's go to formalize this. The old generation is outraged. How can the whims of an idle and rebellious youth be elevated to the status of art? This is a disgrace. Youngsters are more than pleased. The ruling class hardly ever listens to them or recognizes their value. Let the walls do the talking. Well, so we have Effie, and Nicholas was just born to Oliver and Sybil, and then we have Otto and Denise. So Otto is now single, but he is now so he's had a one-night stand with Catalina. So, at 80%. Okay, so now they're up to, wow, okay. So there's all sorts of different things that can actually take place here. So recruitment, let's do let's recruit, because we need to get another hunter in here. So we need to actually recruit him for let's put him there so that we can actually increase our meat and so let's do stock. So each resource has its own stock equal to its maximum capacity, which you may increase for a certain amount of gold. It's up to you to decide whether the investment is necessary to meet your needs. You can check out the resources production consumption ratio here. You can get more details on your resources, various production and consumption sources. So we need to increase. We don't have the money right now to increase anything, so we can't really increase anything right now. Can we build a bakery? No, we would. We have enough wheat. We just need wood. Okay. So who are our couples? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to marry anybody off right now, so we need another minor. Oh dear. Okay, so we got to build another house. Do we have? Okay, so let's put armory there. So we don't want to have any homeless right now. So go back. Actually, I'm going to put armory there. So and he's a noble. So let's see if we can find his soulmate in his surroundings.
No.
Okay, well, let's... No. Okay, so we're going to set them up on a date. So they're going to enjoy the moonlight and they'll get to know each other. So worrying about that books may corrupt the young. As it is, the young spend too much time at school. They should spend less time reading and more time working. Everything is fine. So they're going to take a boat ride on the lake. So let's talk about their passions. So that's a 2. Think of colors, the pigments, the light. Regina is truly fascinated by everything Amari tells her. Okay. So now they've got... let's talk about favorite songs. Okay, so they talked about their favorite band, bards, and musical genres. So they do an excellent job. So let us rejoice. We are gathered here today to celebrate the union between Amari and Regina. Do you promise each other love, honesty, and fidelity until death do you part? And they do. So, by the powers vested in me today, I hereby declare you both as officially wedded. You may kiss. Let the party begin. So, we are going to put Regina here so we can increase our mining. And we can barter again. So, offer... So let's see. What can we build? Okay, so let's see. In these times of dire famine, Emma Brown couldn't get enough food. Oh, jeez, all of my people are dying. See, this is the worst of it, because at the very beginning, you lose a lot when you're trying to build up. Now, see, we're still on, I was on pause, and for some reason, like even with the pause, oh, okay, the pause, it pauses my day, it pauses my year, so we're in the 22nd year now. But it doesn't pause their life, it just pauses the day. So if we just do this, so we're going to just pause it at April 30th for right now, and we'll see if we can barter. So let's barter. Okay. So we can stock up on meat. So let's stock up on meat so we can have enough meat. Okay, so now we've got meat efficiency, we got 12, we got vegetables 11, and we got wood 268. So Sybil and Otto are not getting along, so they're not doing very much production, are they? So, okay, we're gonna take Sybil out of there. Sybil's gonna quit there, and we're going to move Sybil to over here as a hunter. Because, okay, so if we put Sybil here. So let's move lumberjack. Okay. Okay, and let's move Sybil over here. So let's put her there. There we go. So we're just going to move them around a little bit. So John had Emma as his wife. So, and Emma then had Hermione. So her parents are John and Emma. So we can actually, okay, so let's bring John up here. And let's see if we can bring him.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't look like he's
No.
getting any,
Oh.
well, he doesn't have a whole lot of
No.
perspectives, does he? Well, John, let's just try this. Okay, let's try you with him. Okay, muscles are the true pinnacle of
Oh.
that works. Okay. So they got, so they're going to enjoy the moonlight. No. Okay, so. So they don't have the best of relationship, but I do this just periodically here, just so that let's greet. Oh, he's got a bet. We got to pretty much make a relationship with him. With Otto. Oh my, he just got married. Oh. Oh, I'm losing everybody. Oh, Hermione. Oh no. Otto. So Damas is an orphan and he's homeless. Oh, orphans. Okay, so Damas is now an orphan, but he's going to be an adult when he's... Oh dear. So we're going to move Bartholomew in here. Okay, so he's going to take over that. All right, so he can give us more wood. And the hunters. All right. So, for their date, Regina decided to take Amory to a upholstery recital. The minstrel conducted a humorous act of a performance of heartache, showing such enthusiasm. Regina asked Amory at the end of the performance if he liked it, and he said that was really good. What a talent, what a note point of melancholic impertinent and sensuality. Amori thoroughly enjoyed the performance, humor, and intricacies, and Regina realized that taking him to the recital had been a great idea. They spent the rest of the evening talking about music and the twists and turns of love. Okay, so we've got another recruitment. So let's go with okay. So Anton. Okay, so butcher and a minor, so he can be a minor. Oh, so homeless child. So Damas has been sleeping in the streets for some time now. It's not an easy life per se, and at his age, it's even worse. Regina and Amari seem to have a house big enough so the Ironheart family could adopt Damas. But is it really possible? Of course. So hey presto, the family grows. What more could they want? Regina and Omri are sure they made the right decision. Damas's future now looks much brighter than what he anticipated. So he is now adopted. So he didn't stay homeless for very long. So we have Anton, and let's go to houses. So okay, so we are going to unlock this so that if they want to have a child, they can. And we're going to put Anton over here because we now have a house that's vacant. And oh, this relationship is going to go down the tubes pretty quick. So we are going to go to village. We need to build a bakery. So we need a bakery really bad. So we need more wood. So we got to get more wood. So we got to get... so let's get Anton in there and get some more wood done. Okay. And Damas is now 18, so we can actually put him after a seemingly never-ending marriage. John and Bartholomew decided to break up and go their separate ways on their own. Okay, so we have our divorce. Well, that was quick, but we're still going to keep you in the lumberjack because we need you there. And Damas So what do we have? Carpenter, lumberjack, and prankster. And actually, let's put him in the lumberjack. So we're going to put Damas over there to get more wood. We need more wood, so we're going to employ him in that. Okay, so we are going to barter. Let's do Anton. Let's do Lakeburg. Let's see if he has any.
Oh.
surroundings. Okay, so let's click on yes, and let's see what we can do.
No.
No, okay.
No. Oh.
All right, let's try them.
No. Oh. Oh.
Shoot.
Oh.
Okay, so that'll do.
No. No.
Okay, we'll get them married. Okay, so there we go. So we're getting more wood. So we can. Oh, okay. So we're actually increasing our clothing and our leather. So we need to build our bakery. So we need a lot of wood. So we need wood. We want to do a bakery before. After seemingly never-ending marriage, Oliver and Sybil decided to break up and go their separate ways on their own. Okay. So we are in year 24 right now. So let's see what relationship Sybil has. Okay, so past loves have got a card. Oh, I am getting more and more deaths here, so I have got to. Got to get him in the hunter's cabin because we got to keep up the leather. Okay, so we've met the bare necessities. Oh my, so none of these get along. Okay, so she needs to change professions. All right. So let's put her there. For now, I guess. Okay, in the hunter's cabin. Okay, so they've only got 2 leather now. So we got to increase their leather efficiency here. Do recruitment. Not getting how one could live without tenderness, Bryjar offers to hug everyone. Some, like Petrud and Oliver, love the idea, but others find it embarrassing. Grinder's relatives are a little worried for his mental health. What should we do? Nothing, that's great. Continues to have a free hugs routine to please everyone, although Petrud and Oliver are asking for a bit more. This could lead to some complications. So this here, like I said, this game can give you some twists and turns in the endless aspect of it. So this is actually protruding to a 3-way. So, let's put Edris here, and so that we can keep up the wheat. We got a pleasure house. After a seemingly never-ending marriage, Genevieve and Petrud decided to break up and go their separate ways on their own. So they're now divorcing. Okay, so we had one character who was suited for the pleasure house, but no, we don't want to barter any wood right now because we need the wood. Because we need to make the bakery, and okay, so we've got so another one who has died of hunger. Jeez, this is really shouldn't have done that. Oh, shoot. I never thought unlock. Darn. So now I gotta make one of the kids homeless. Okay, so I could unlock them. Ah, good. So I don't have any homeless kids. Okay.
Oh. No.
Okay, so let's.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. So we're gonna end it for right now. We are at year 26, and we have lost 3 people, and we still have got to build a bakery, which is the next thing on our list. So, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single people in the village, and we've got homeless. So we can move. Let's move to Moss here before we go. And we need to build a house. So we need to So we can't really build any more homes, so we're going to leave them homeless for now. And we will pick up, let's see, because it's time to end this video right now, because I don't really want to overdo it on this one. So when we pick up the next time, we're going to be picking up in year 26. In year 26. Now, like I said, we've had a couple of divorces in this episode, and we have had orphan result. We've had a poly offer. So we've had a little bit of everything going on here, and we never even got a chance to get the bakery going. So it's very hard in the first little bit. We do have the pleasure house, and I'm actually going to add we need to have the right number of villagers in order to unlock the pleasure, but that went up. And of course we do have the rodent house. Oliver is still doing that, but as we get how many villagers do we have now? So we've lost that many, so we need to end up getting let's do a couples thing here for a minute though before we go. Let's try to pair. Let's try to pair him up with somebody here in okay, so let's go for this young. It's awful, but let's do it anyway.
Oh. No.
Add her to that, so she is in the pleasure house. So now we're going to let's see. Okay, so
Oh. Oh. No. Ah! Oh.
So let's marry Bartholomew. Okay.
Oh.
And if Lakeburg could banish all musicians, the village would be calmer and Gulia would be happier. So we're gonna go up on the hill.
Oh. Oh.
And they so we're gonna marry them off.
Oh. No.
So let's try these two.
Oh. Oh.
So they decided to make it right away. So she's on her
Mm.
and let's see. So let's see if Sybil will
Oh. Ah. Oh.
okay, so they actually got a good match. Alright, so now let's go to houses. So let's move. Okay. So there we go. And we can't build any more houses right now. So, okay. So we've got a lumberjack. Oh, so she can actually, let's actually, there, we're gonna put her there. Okay, so we're gonna put her there. And we can put him here. Or we can put Gavin there. Yes, so let's put Gavin there. And we can put okay, we need somebody there, okay. There's cabin. Oh dear. Well, you guys are just gonna have to be good for now. Alright, so we're going to leave that at that right now. So we're going to year 26. So we're going to save. So we are going to save for right now. Okay. All right. So when we pick up again, we will be in episode 3, and we will still be in year 26 and going into year 27. So again, this is GoodVibesSimmin from Cozy Gaming Studios saying thank you for joining me today. And be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see any more future videos and any cozy content. And even if you like this video. And until next time, this is GoodVibesSimmin saying have a wonderful rest of your day.